Okay, so let's do that again. Sorry for everybody. Practice makes perfect, and I've got to learn how to do all these things now. So let's start again. So what you need to do is to protect or save your assets. This presentation is private and for members only that are affected. I'm not giving advice. This is for educational purposes only. I or participants that share or express views and or their knowledge or experience are not giving any instructions or any advice. All viewers, participants are to take full responsibility for their own decisions and actions and seek the correct source of action. All views, I say, are my perspective on the matter and not an official stance or instruction. Do your own research. So today's the 13th of February. You got my email addresses there at the bottom. Let's kick off. Right. I had a presentation on the 7th of February. At that stage, we know that StableDAO was not working. The website, we have this instruction to move assets across. Please understand, I'm not endorsing Sam Lee or his projects at all. What I'm doing is trying to give information to those people that have been left stranded by other people that showed them these opportunities or informed them and have just walked away and not giving any information, be it other leaders or the person that referred you to. So I'm trying to share this information as it takes place. Sorry, somebody has phoned me. So now I don't know if it is sharing or not. Let's just have a look. No, it's now moved what I was sharing. This is so frustrating, but I guess that's part of what we got to learn, how this all works. So go back to YouTube, back to sharing, and share the entire screen and share. So hopefully that goes on. I'm just checking my live chat now myself. And go, yep. So please don't phone me. This is very frustrating for all of us, I'm sure. And let me go back to the presentation. So this is moving with regards to moving the assets. I did this on the 7th of February at 4 p.m. I have sent out videos. There is actually some very important information that was shared by somebody that actually worked with all the assets in the back end of Vend, saw all the numbers, gave a lot of insight and understanding. So if you are wanting to understand how Vend works, there was a lady by the name of Cynthia that was working directly with Sam that gives her perspective on things there as well. So here we have 2 slides that have been sent out on Telegram. Basically, you can just pause this video and read through it. I will also send it out to all the people that are on the legal distribution list, because certainly I don't feel that we've been given significant time to understand, and we've been forced into a situation of what to do. So Vidilook, basically, according to Sam, is being relaunched, and we have to move all our assets from Vend from VAV and Vidilook into StableDAO, and then from there we're going to move that into Vend, according to Sam. Now I'll go on to Telegram after this. That Ace Wiz, that is the only support person that we've got. And funny enough, I checked on my StableDAO, and I've still got an outstanding ticket from last year, October, I think it is. So when we have a look at Vidilook, this is your login screen on the left. You're going to get faced with this question here that comes up. And what you're going to focus on, or make sure you've got copies of, is your assets. So when we look at the Vidilook asset section here, Vidilook relaunch, we at Vend are duplicating your Vidilook and VAV assets. So they're not withdrawing it, they're duplicating it into your StableDAO. Now, again, I'm going to show you a live video. If they're duplicating it, why does it disappear? Question. Sam is saying it is the end of Vidilook under its old management. We believe Sam has always been under control. He says no, Garrett has been under control. I've asked Sam directly. He still says it's Garrett. Garrett says it's Sam. Or there's effectively no proof either which way. Well, there is, but Sam is skirting around the obvious. If I took a poll with everybody, they're saying Sam has scammed us. Is Sam trying to help us, or is he just taking us down the garden path yet again? He's saying this is a new beginning for those who wish to preserve your assets. So by this, he's saying, well, if you don't do it, you're going to lose your assets. So we've been forced into a situation right now. And I'm not comfortable with this, and I'm certainly going to be making this part of the legal stance moving forward. It says, insert your stable username below. Look forward to seeing you on the other side. Now, when you look, there's no below. It's actually in that block that you have over there. So I'm going to show you a quick video, and hopefully this will now play, and it will show you what actually... Okay, what I want to try and show everybody is what the steps are that we need to take on with Vidilook. So you would go, if you're on your phone, you would go now and click on Vidilook. This will now open up your app and it will load your app. If you're having an issue here, what you need to do is just make sure that your login is correct. Now, what happens is it opens asset transfers. So before you would do anything, I would literally just cancel this for now. There's specific messages that are popping up to say, when you open this, it's going to demonstrate a message to say that it's transferring assets and that I will take a screenshot and include it, but I'm just doing a live recording now and I see the message pop up. But essentially what it's saying is that you need to transfer your assets from Vidilook to Stable Dao. And if you don't do that, you stand a chance of losing your assets. So let's go to the home button over here. If you have a look, it says pending claim. If you have anything with a pending claim, you would need to click on that and then work out your pending. If you click on assets, if you have a look at the top, I've got $44,000 available that should be due to me. If you look at the asset details, it says there $19,565. I've got 141 VDLs, 907 BVDLs, and add value of 9,249. If you use the trade button, can we still trade our assets? So let's try. I'm going to sell. And let's say I sell 10 VDLs, that's $140. So the reason being is if you want to convert your VDLs into USDT, then you would follow that process and then you would submit the order. And now it is trading. So if I go back and look at my assets, you will see that the value of the dollars has gone up and my VDL has dropped by 131. So this is a decision you need to make. The question that I have is that, is Sam going to transfer the dollars or is he just going to transfer the VDLs, BVDLs? There's been no communication of what assets he is transferring. My big recommendation to everybody is to screenshot and record everything on your phone, how many assets you have, and you need to record yourself logging in to prove that that is your account. You don't have to show your password, just from the start, like I logged in, to go through and have a look. So if you are sitting with add value at the bottom, this is a decision, again, you need to make. Do you want to watch your adverts and make sure that you get all the value out? So it's still playing these adverts. What you've got to do is wait until that little gold bar goes up. I don't know how these adverts are old, good, bad, ugly. We don't know. Our view is that these are old adverts and these are not current adverts. And was this whole Vidilook just a sham at the time? So you'll notice that I'm now earning assets and moving that back. And you can just flick your adverts as it's always been before. So what I'm saying is that it is operational. I would go into the back end, make sure that you've recorded all the information that you want, even if you go into your revenue detail and you record that on screen. I'm not sure if it will pull it through, so let's have a look what it does. All right, it's not showing anything. Let's see if it loads up. There we go. So there's a ad revenue for the 13th of the 2nd. So it is recording. You can go into the back end and then make records of how many ads you've watched, what your total value is, what your pending are, etc. That's a decision. But my suggestion is record everything you can before you move forward. If you did refer anybody, you got my syndicate. This will tell you who your people are underneath you. And if you've shared this opportunity with somebody, you need to be able to let them know that they're of the system and they could lose their assets. So you need to reach out to them. I think it's only fair that you inform the people and tell them what they need to do. So please go and have a look at that. Let's just give it a second and see if it loads up. With all the things going on, this is very buggy. You know, we've seen StableDAO go offline and online. And my concern again is we have a deadline of the 20th of February, according to Sam. But I would get this done before then because we're not sure exactly if it's Central Eastern Time. So I'm just going to go back here. You can go and have a look at that. Also go and have a look at your deposit records. So I've done that. I can see there I had put $750 in and built up my account. You can go into your withdrawal records. You can see that I'm still got things processing. It tells me what I've withdrawn, a total amount of withdrawn of 1,066. And you have those records then. So what I'm going to do is go back to home. As I said, we have add value. Now I'm going to actually log out and then I'm going to log in and I'm going to send this account and fill in my details. Okay, there's the message I was looking for. It didn't come up. So this is very important. Vidilook relaunch. We at Vend, and Sam has said Vend is 100% his company, are duplicating your Vidilook and VAV assets into your StableDAO account. It is the end of Vidilook under its old management. Now, we believe Sam has always been in control. He's saying, no, it's Garrett. And a new beginning for those who wish to preserve your assets. So what I understand by this is if you don't do this, you could lose your assets. Now, going into a hiatus state means it's just a suspensive state. And the words used here are, we are duplicating your assets. So that means to me that they're going to replicate the assets, but leave Vidilook and VAV in a state of what it is. But by duplicating the assets, then the legal matters can go and get sorted out. Insert your stable username below, but it's actually above. Look forward to seeing you on the other side. So my username for StableDAO is Tweet Gold. So if you log into StableDAO and you don't have an affiliate, please speak to the person that helped you. But you're going to need a username or to be able to register a StableDAO account, and I'll address that as well. My account name is Tweet Gold, but please go and speak to anybody. I'm going to submit this and see what this does. Assets successfully transferred. So let's go and have a look and see what's actually been transferred. Have the dollars been transferred? Everything is gone. Okay. The only value still pending is the add value. So what I want to try and do now is let's try and see if we can watch one advert. Ads. And see if we can transfer, let's watch one or two adverts. Obviously a bit buggy. Play there. I just turned off the sound so that we can claim. So we received 3. Let's claim some VDLs and see if we can do that again. Again, these are these current ads, old ads? We believe these ads were not legitimate ads. You can see people are still updating or rebuying, so they must be maxing out what they need to do. I'll also go onto my StableDAO account and see if anything is reflecting there. I personally doubt that it's been done. I think that will only be uploaded on the 20th, but I now have a recording of what assets I had before I sent it. And that is going to be part of my legal claim if Sam doesn't honor what he says he's going to honor to all the people from Vidilook and VAV that are owed money. So we did the work, we watched the adverts, we did as per their instructions, but we haven't at this stage been given anything. So I'm just going to see if I can get it up to, let's say, a 1 VDL and see if I can move that across. So let us go through the adverts, or even let's try 0.5 VDL and see if that moves again. So what I'm testing here is to make sure that even if I have now gone through, can I still submit assets? Now, that ability seems to have gone. So I'm going to exit out of this app. And I'm going to re-log in and I'll see if it offers me to do the same thing again, or if I now finished my opportunity. In other words, okay, so it comes up again. So let's cancel there. Let's have a look at the assets. The assets I've got is $7. So I'm going to go back now and submit. I just hope that the system doesn't say, oh, well, you only had $50. So let's go and have a look. Maybe I've got to log in again. Okay, I'm going to put in my username, tweet gold, and submit. It cannot be empty. Submit again. We saw that asset successfully transferred. Okay, so that's essentially how one needs to do it. I'm going to probably watch the rest of my adverts because I've got a lot of money still sitting there. But if we ever get the money, I've got $9,000 of adverts I need to watch. So I need to make a decision of if I'm going to spend the time doing that or not. But that's essentially how you would do it on your cell phone. I hope that's been informative, and let us see the way forward after that. All right, so that is essentially just a video just to help show you guys how everything works. What I'm going to do is I appeal to Sam and to Garrett, because again, Sam is saying Garrett is the owner of Vidilook. There's a recording.
Hey, Rory, this is Garrett. I want to thank you for bringing the current situation to my attention. Basically, I was a third-party consultant helping Sam with business development, and I am 100% innocent, although I do have a company here in Dubai called Vidilook Forfeiting Services, which Sam helped me create. That is not the business license that is registered on the Vidilook app. The business license that is on the Vidilook app is Vidilook Tech Incorporated, and that business license was created before I was working with Sam. So basically, like I've said multiple times before, I am not the owner of Vidilook. On top of that, I have provided proof to the community that Sam was in control of the company funds, which means that he is also the owner. As the tech provider, he should not have access to company funds. That should basically be what the finance department controls. Sam had sent me part of my salary from the wallet that all of the funds for Vidilook were going into. If I was the owner and controlling the funds, why would I have him send me money for my salary? So, like I said multiple times, I am completely innocent. It's kind of a tricky situation. Sam is also stating that I was the owner of Vend and VAV, but I am clearly not, because he's actually told people that he is, and he showed a business license proving that he is the owner. So he's very, very contradictive, and he's basically just trying to cover himself and push the blame on someone else like he's done with all of the other projects he started, including Hyperverse, which he was recently indicted by the Securities Exchange Commission in the USA for securities fraud totaling $1.89 billion. So obviously there's more than meets the eye with what Sam has done and what he is doing right now. And basically I am maintaining my innocence, and that's pretty much all there is to it.
All right. So for those that we know, we've seen all the articles for those that have been involved that Sam is formally charged. There's Bitcoin Rodney that's been arrested in the US, Brenda Chunga, and they are certainly pursuing this with great vigor in the US. We know Australia is after Sam as well. They've also issued various different things. And right now, Sam is stuck in Dubai. Why I use the word stuck is because he's got a travel ban, we understand. In other words, he can't fly out of the country. But they obviously, in certain circumstances, he will be extradited. So from my perspective on the legal side, as I said, that if we don't see Sam being arrested or extradited by the 15th of February, which is this coming Thursday, we then are moving forward with phase 2 on the legal side. And that is to enforce court action in Dubai to make sure these matters get heard, because a lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people are waiting for their money, and it just seems to be rolling from one program to the next. So if you don't know where StableDAO is, for example, you've got to go to stable.limited, stable.limited, and I will do a demonstration on that after this presentation. From a legal perspective, we are over this. We'll have a quick check now how many people we got. This was, I think, on the 7th, 13,000. I think we probably have a 14,000 now. We'll have a double check on that one. So what are the steps that you need to take at the end of the day? So I think number one is record everything. So if you want to have proof of what your assets are, you've got to take screenshots, but I recommend a screen recording as well, because you can take screenshots of a recording. And also you need to prove that that's your account, because once you don't have access to that anymore, it's going to be very difficult for you to prove what you had or what you didn't have. You will need to go and create a StableDAO account. So StableDAO, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you. You need to speak to the person that assisted you. If they have gone missing in action, you can use my username tweetgold. But again, I'm not trying to, I just get a lot of people saying, how do I open StableDAO, etc. I'll show you that now, but please speak to the people that you want to go underneath. Keep updated. So what I'm going to suggest is please subscribe to Rory Conacher YouTube and click the notifications. I'm really focusing on this for this year. So if you want to know what's going on with your assets or what's happened, that is going to be the place to get updates. And if you want to stand up and join the legal process, we've got now roughly 14,000 people that we are going to be laying charges in Dubai. There is a strategy around it. I've been working on this for over 5 months when I made this decision. And we want to get to the truth. We want to get justice and the chance to get our money back as well. Number 5, share the message. Make sure that those that have not heard of this have at least a chance to get the assets. It's only fair. I mean, imagine you had $5,000 worth of assets and your friend didn't tell you, hey, by the way, if you don't do this, you're going to lose your assets, and then you lose them and you've got no way of proving that those assets are yours. So just get the message out there, share it with those people that you care about. The other thing is ask other leaders. I'm giving my opinion on matters. It's not an instruction. But there were a lot of other leaders doing all sorts of things in Vidilook, but I don't see them very active, or maybe they are in their own groups. But what instructions? So go and ask them what their views are. I know a lot of people have moved on and just ignoring Vidilook or don't want to get involved. I think that is, in my opinion, not good, because what happens to all the people that didn't make money or stuck with the money? Where are those people to help them? There seems to be a big missing gap on that. When there are some other leaders that have pursued other programs and they're helping their people that way. So I'm not wanting to put down anybody. All I'm saying is, where are those people to help the people when the people are in need? And what is their stance in it? So don't just take my view for things. Go and ask those people and reach out to them. Um, for those people that are part of the legal suit, the 14,000 odd, and it is growing, I will be sending a letter confirming links and also give you an opportunity to ask your questions specifically around this. And lastly, please make your own decisions. Make your own decisions on what to do and what not to do. It's very difficult for us to say because Sam has not shared all the information. So if you go out and you go onto YouTube and you want to keep updated with what's going on, you can subscribe to Rory Conacher. You can check on the notifications. And I'm just reminding you that the deadline is the 20th February, and share this with people that you feel should know about it. So why am I doing this? Is because ultimately I want to make sure that people get the message of what's happening. So I want to now just quickly jump onto one or two other things here. Let's see if this goes. Okay, so there's the login. So if you have a struggling with your cell phone, for example, to log into Vidilook, you would go to h5.vidilook.org. So if you do that, and you will be able to then, I'm just going to go through that. That is if you look at the top left-hand side, https:// h5.vidilook.org. So if you've got problems with your cell phone, you would then log in. Now, if you're having problems with your password or you forgot your password, you need to click on this forgot password. I can't help you. I am not technical. I'm not technical support. I'm just like you. So if you are going to do that, then you need to, I'll give you the contact details of that support channel. Unfortunately, I think you're just going to get very little help. Now, this is Stable Dao. And how does this work? So if you are registered, you would just click in your username, you put your password, which I will log in. But if you are not registered, you will not be able to move your assets. So what you're going to do is create an account. So you would go to Stable Limited. So let me just take that away there. You would go to Stable Limited. It brings up the screen. You would either log in or you would register. So that's what you would see. Now, when you click on the share on this register button, you would fill in your details accordingly. And then what you would do is you need to enter a sponsor. Otherwise, you can't subscribe. So you need to speak to the person that shared you, reach out to them. If they have left you or you don't know what to use, save yourself sending me a message. You can use Tweet Gold. That is my username, but I'm not advocating for you to use my username. I'm just trying to help you so you can migrate your assets. But you're welcome to use whatever username that you want. I'm not trying to take anybody away from anybody, but those people that have been left stranded, you can use that username if you want, and then get things sorted out from there. So let me log in and let's see what this looks like. So this is your standard screen. Very important. You have Stable Opinion and you have Stable Dao. You need to default to Stable Opinion. And this is another program that Sam was running, and this was with Chavez, where you had to answer questions and there were packages bought, and that seems to have gone poorly as well. Chavez says he's got nothing to do with Stable DAO anymore, but he set things up with Sam. So what you would need to do is once you've registered, you've got to click this radio button, Stable DAO, and then I'm going to go in here. Now remember, I sent my assets across. So let's go and have a look and see if the assets actually moved across. Please don't get involved in this. This is the thing that has failed with Sam. The Stable Opinion research, it's been a year that it hasn't worked. Again, this is the stable. So you'd log into Stable DAO over here. You can buy memberships. Again, I wouldn't recommend buying anything right now. Now let's go and have a look at the assets. Now, if I look at the assets, nothing has come through at the moment. So you did have a look and see they disappeared off the my actual app, but nothing has arrived. The affiliates, this is just people that have used your link. Academy, if you want to go and have a look here, I think it's a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. Now, support, I want to also point this out. I have a ticket from the 8th of September 2023, which still has not been answered. So where Sam and everybody says, well, just contact support, there's no support or very little support. And this, again, is one of the issues that we will have. Let's have a quick look here. Where we are right now, I see the responses. This is, let me just refresh this. This is for truth, lies, and videotape. This is the legal pursuit that we're going after Sam. Again, I gave that deadline. Let's have a look at the responses. What I can tell you is that 4,197 people are from the United States. We got 1,673 people from South Africa, 1,337 from United Kingdom, Canada, and so it goes on. But look, there are many countries like, for example, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, India, that are not represented here. And what worries me is that they might not be able to speak English, and they're going to miss out on this opportunity when we do go to court. And this goes back for Hyper One, Hyperverse, Hypercapital, etc. Stable Dao, there it is, because there were issues there. There's Vend. And I've been asked about We Are Satoshi. I've reached out to Chavez and asked him to please contact me because he's saying he's distanced himself from Sam. I know they're busy with the boomerang thing. I don't know if that is legitimate or not. I think the time will tell. But what I do know is that we believe he's moved his money, or the assets that were sitting in Boomerang have been moved to Cassia Bank. And Cassia Bank, we've seen Sam Lee that was promoting Cassia Bank. And if I look at Elf, the owner of Elf is also linked in with Sam Lee as well. So there seems to be there's a large consortium going on here. And that whole thing about Cassia Bank and moving the money, that was Danny and the Avengers that picked that up. He's really working hard to make sure that people are aware what they're getting into. And he's really concerned about that as well, that the people are going to get affected. So I think that's really it from my side. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I can address. But I think the main thing right now is if you are going to get involved, please don't wait too long. How do you get involved with the law case suit? Well, just drop a message over there. I'll send a link and get everything out to everybody. You've got less than 7 days to make a decision and move your assets. And then Sam is saying that he's switching off the Vidilook, and we need to go and figure out VAV. So that's it from me. I just wanted to get that out. I'm going to be on the road today, so I won't be available for the rest of the day. So I wanted to broadcast this so people don't miss out. I'll try and get this saved and edited for that beginning part and get it out for everybody else as well. But thank you for all your support. I really, a lot of people have also asked me, are we going to get our money? Well, we won't know until we try. But at the end of the day, we also want to know that truth and justice has been done as well. And whatever we can do, we're going to do to the best of our ability. So from my side, I want to thank everybody that's been assisting, been helping. Let's make some decisions. I'm going to answer some chats there. So if anybody wants to put any questions in the chat right now, let's spend 5 minutes on that before we go. I'm going to try. Okay, so it wasn't sharing. So, okay, any questions that anybody wants to ask? I see there's 22 people, all working fine. Yes, it's working. Any questions? All right. So for those on the legal side, I will open it up, and then any questions that you guys want to ask. But thank you very much for taking your time. Okay, what about VAV? I see it's come through. I'm going to go and have a look at that. Sam is saying that we've got to move the VAV assets and the Vend. I've only seen the instructions on the Vend, maybe he's doing things collectively or not. I've got to go and find the VA public. Any other questions? I'm just going to give it a second or two. All right, I see. Great stuff. Thank you. So hopefully I've explained everything as well as I can. And what I'll do is probably host something on the weekend and address all the questions. After we transfer to StableDAO, what do we do then? We don't know. We don't even know if the assets are going to reflect in StableDAO because Sam has not been clear. And I've asked him 4 times now to be clear. So I don't know. The answer is I don't know, Mary. But what I am suggesting is record everything on your phone. Make sure that you got copies of everything. So when should you choose to be part of the legal case, we can prove the assets that we had. Assets are being sent to vend. Well, you need a vend account for that to happen. So at this stage, Sam is saying you have to have a StableDAO account, and I don't believe those two are linked up. And if I go on to vend, it's just a complete mess of products. It's actually very concerning what's going on there. Very, very concerning. So I think bottom line is we're heading to the courts. Anything else, Anna, Mary, Dutch? Yeah, yes, it's a mess. You get them as new coins in Vend. Okay, I'll have to go and have a look. But the question is, if you haven't registered with Vend, how would you have a Vend account? Because that's not part of the instructions. The instructions say open up a StableDAO account. So, Anna, I'm not sure. I'll have to go and see if I even, with the Vend account and see. I did open one. Okay, assets for VD and VAV are in the Vend platform. Okay, so they're not. So we're entering our StableDAO accounts, and now they going to Vend according to you guys. You automatically have a Vend account with your StableDAO details. Okay, all right, now I understand that. Yeah, Dutch, it's a waiting game, absolute waiting game. But I'm not walking away from this, Dutch. I made it very clear that I made a commitment to everybody that if we reach 10,000 or more that wanted to go and take legal action, we're going to do that. I am not letting this go. I refuse to. This goes back from Hyperverse days. The amount of pain, it's just beyond disgusting what's happened, and there needs to be some answers. So we'll keep going until we get the answers, I believe. Yeah, I have no more upline apparently. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know where the people go. Everyone has their choice what to do, but I think some people are just heading for the hills and don't want to get involved. All right. With regards to Spanish and all the languages, if you go to my YouTube channel, I have translated things into 12 different languages, so you can go and watch there. English, I speak, primarily 2 to 3 languages fluently. But one of the things of when we go to the legal case, I'm going to be setting up languages and countries and software and communications and people that want to help. I'm one person, but we're a large community, so let's work together. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to call it end. I have to get on the road, but I just wanted to get that out for those that jumped on. Appreciate your support, and hopefully that's helped you. And we will communicate maybe later this weekend. 7 days. I would work on 5 days, 6 days tops, and get it sorted. All right. Just to confirm, should we transfer our UST from Vidilook to StableDAO? It automatically transfers. So when you transfer your assets, so I have a very, very important question which has not been answered. Now, if I transfer $19,000, it's USDT, not BTCC, not made up dollars. I want to know that's US dollars that are withdrawable. And if they're not, that's another thing that we're going to add into the legal side, because what has this platform been doing, saying that we have dollars there, how they've been accounting for it, how they've been accounting for the share price. All of that needs to be shown. So let's take it forward from there. All right, I'm going to call it there. Thanks very much. Have a super day, and we'll chat soon. And please sign up if you want to keep updated. Find the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff, because let's not leave anybody behind. Thanks, man. Cheers.